Good morning, Boker Tov. Welcome to, as you could hear, Peugeot is welcoming everyone to our shir for today. Beit Midrash Tzvi on the 21st day of Tammuz, which is the yard site of my cousin's father, Mayor Leib, Marty Lurie from Boston. His father, it's 40 years that Aaron Asher Ben Chaim Hillel, Asher Aaron Ben Chaim Hillel, Aaron or Arthur Lurie, was nifter in 1986 and was born in 1925. He was a doctor of great stature, and he was written on his matzeva as Ish Yakar v'amitz, Lev Tov, Lev Navon. And people who talked about him talked about his humility and how he was direct and honest. These are interesting adjectives, different accolades, and that he had dry humor. That's good. I don't know. Do you like? I know about you. You like dry wine, don't you? You dry wine. I'm a sweet guy. Anyway, but when it comes to humor,
what's your favorite dry wine?
Matmon, which is like mud. It's almost like a solid. I used to get it from. I told you in the days of Mea Shorim when I was here in the 60s.
Who makes it?
Mea Shorim. They actually made their homemade. I used to go to Mea Shorim, and he had barrels of wine. And
you should give me the sludge.
That's exactly it. Med, all right, whatever it is. But anyway, no. The truth of the matter is, I like King David. I have a special caramel.
Dry wine?
Yeah, no, I don't. It's the prune actually tastes. I'm not really into the dry wine.
You don't drink. That's why I said. What's your favorite dry wine? You don't drink dry wine.
No, I do. When b'makom she'ein yayin yesh yayin. Yash.
For people that like dry wine, this isn't a wine-based medrash, even though we do wine sometime.
Oh, I thought Meyayin Yovo Ezri.
Meyayin Yovo Ezri.
Okay.
So I can just, to those that are interested and like dry wine, I have a recommendation for dry wine.
Well, you already told me Scotch Highland Park.
Dry wine.
Okay, dry wine.
Dry wine.
Let me hear.
My favorite dry wine is a grape that's called Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir.
Pinot Noir. Pinotnoir.
What language is that?
French.
French. Pinot Noir.
Pinot
Peugeot. Peugeot.
Noir is black in French, isn't it? Noir. Noir. Anyway, but either Yardain, which hasn't been available because it was Shemitah, but now it's starting to come into production again.
And yet 2 years, we're hitting another Shemitah year.
And that's a reasonably priced Pinot Noir, and then Volt is more expensive, and then you have a few different ones, but it's a very adin taste, and it's my recommendation for the
Wow, you heard it here. Over here in Beit Midrash Tzvi, we give you everything.
Soon we're going to have here
Nichnas Yayin, Yotza,
soon we're
Soda.
going to start having here a wine and cheese breakfast.
I'm telling you, we've gone from Yiddish to ecstasy. Anyway, we're in the middle of talking about Marty's father, Arthur. He was known as a teacher who loved learning, and when Jewish physicians would come into Boston, he would be considering at Boston. That's your Moledet.
What did he had a private practice, or he was in a hospital?
It was a hospital.
Which hospital?
That I don't know. Those are good questions. Marty, if you're listening, you might want to help Tzvi.
Where does Marty live? In Newton?
He lives in Brookline, I think. So I think. But anyway, so he would be machnis orchim when Jewish physicians would come into town. He would make sure he would breathe, and he was very active in his study group, his chabura in shul. So anyway, so we want to wish the neshama zoham and aliyah, Marty. This is a major shout out for you. I went into the archives to find out about your father, and neshama zoham and aliyah. Today is the art site, and if I can pronounce it, I'll be okay. Avram Matisyo Mi Steppenish. Oh, thank you for helping me. I didn't want to step in on your shoulders, but you step on your shoes. But anyway, and it's also, I had in Colombia, I had a classmate by the name of Solomon Polachek. And, I didn't know, like, there are certain people, like I had in BTA, I had a classmate by the name of Mesrich. And also in the courts, I had a colleague by the name of Kitzes. These are all Hasidic names. I had no clue who these people were, and now it's the art site of the Meichika Eloi, who was Shlomo Polachek. And I looked up to see, I haven't seen Solomon, I haven't seen him in years, and I looked him up and I see he's a distinguished professor. What happens many years, you lose contact. But we were from students at Columbia, and we were not that many. So it's good to find out. We're going to talk about the Meichika Eloi. Today's his yard site. Also, it's the yard site of Shlomo ben Moshe Ashkenazi Rappaport. Reb Shlomo
Cohen.
Cohen. And no, that's Milchus. And for some reason, I don't have written down here Cohen. I don't know why.
You don't have to. You're right, Rappaport.
Rappaport, that should be it, huh? Okay, it's like Cohen is Cohen. Not every Cohen is Cohen.
No, I knew a Cohen that was a Levi.
I know, that's right. And I know a Cohen is Quinn.
But I don't know a Levi that's a Cohen.
Okay, that's an interesting word. Although Shevet Levi, Cohen, and we're from Shevet Levi. Okay, so let's do the Tehillim, and I'm sorry, it's the 3 weeks.
He's
so
apologizing before he even starts.
No,
we're in trouble.
My point is, we can't have any real music, and I don't want to. As much as I like Moshe Kabusha, by the way, I tried Derry and Falach, and I had each one of them, but they had music accompaniment, each one.
They don't have a special 3-week version?
They have no 3-week version, except, like I had for Moshe Kabusha, and you, I don't know if you really tolerated that. That was a long one. That was a little 3 weeks. But anyway, in the spirit of 3 weeks, 3 weeks, this is Pei Gimel, and here we go. Hear that music accompaniment? Give up. Safos.
ובסופתך תבלם,
Male.
מלא פניהם קלון,
Vivkashi.
ויבקשו שמך אדוני,
Devoshu.
יבושו ויבלו עד עד, ויחפרו ויאבדו,
Yedu.
וידעו, כי אתה שמך אדוני לבדיך, עליון על כל הארץ.
I think you should take into Cheshbon Monday and Thursdays to have
Yisrael gets shorter Tehillim. Ahashreinu, Achachenu, Kol Beis Yisrael, B'Sara, B'Sara, Uvashivya, Obden Ben Bayamu, Ben Bayabasha, Hamakom Yerachem, Yerachem Aleim, Yotziyem Mitzara, Lerevacha, Omefel Yora, Omeshibet Legeulasa, Magala, Ovizman, Karim, Namamen Elokim, Al Dami Lach, Rebashmon. Seid nicht still auf dem Schlechte, was die Goyim tun für uns. Al techra, schweig nicht. Al tishkot kel, und ruhe nicht. Ribbon Shalom. That's today's word. Ruhe nicht. Reish vav hey.
is quiet,
Do not rest.
restful.
Ruhe nicht. Ribbon Shalom. Bis du wirst sein bestrafen. Bestrafen is to punish them. Punish them. So that's my Yiddish. What about, you have the Vinko?
So the Vinko will post it.
No, but Sorel and Midyanim, right? Soror and Moshe Rabbeinu had nicht done haste. Hat geduld. You have a word, he waited, he was patient.
Which word?
The word, you said that he was patient, that he waited. He waited. That was your famous word today. And we should look
And
at
today?
Yeah, today.
I reserve the right to make changes before the post.
Oh, no, but I think that's a very good word. You had...
The good words I will leave.
What?
I won't take away the good words.
Okay, because there is a word that really is summarizes the entire Dvar Torah, and it's the word...
Do you like blois? I like the word blois. Did you know that word? Blois.
No, yes, so, nor. Yeah, I know. But how come I don't see a word?
I don't know.
Where's the word which said that he was patient?
I don't remember a word.
Nishka Hazen, Zilhargan mission, Nishka Hargan, Deriba. Where is that word? Wow. I made it up. The whole idea that Moshe Rabbeinu did not want to do it quickly. He wanted to, no, just the opposite. He should have waited.
This is one, maybe it's on two. It's on two. It's the second lesson. This is the first lesson. This is yesterday. There were two in the
Right.
That's it.
Oh, there's that word. Oifhalten, to delay. He held back. Oifhalten. That's the entire Dvar Torah of today. Just everybody look it up. Just like the two bonos. Of course, I got no credit. I'm sorry. But I did look it up in the Beis Yehuda. That was not so easy. Because how do you find two righteous women? But it turns out that they were Ammon and Moab.
Toibin.
Toibin. I didn't know that. Toibin, actually, I think Toib can mean death.
It's not Toib though, it's
Tes Aleph Hey.
Tes Aleph Hey Beis Ayin Nun.
Right. Toibin. I never heard of it.
Toibin.
Yeah, but Tubin used to be women, but if you call a woman a tubby, that could be the last thing you say. But anyway, okay, I held you up with our Tehillim, and it's not easy. I'm going to have to do the non-musical ones. It's just but this is the 3 weeks, so you have to be tolerant.
Just arrange Montag and Dornish Day.
Yeah, I understand. Not so long, but so I try to go in order. I know I'm up to pay Gimel.
Nobody's watching.
No one's watching. Okay. Hey,
order
no
in
one's
the court.
watching.
Order in the court.
get water in the court.
Order in the court.
Water in the court. Mine. Okay. You're doing okay. Baruch Hashem. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful walk. And so now we're continuing with the Yartzites. Besides Arthur Lurie, we have Shlomo Polachek, Mechuna the Mechika Ilui, שנולד ב-1877 ונפטר ב-1928, נולד לעיריית מצ'יץ', that's where he got the word Mechika Ilui, בקרודנה, היה בגיל 8 למד בישיבת סלונים, בגיל 12 למד בישיבת וולוז'ין, היה מקורב לרב חיים סולובייצ'יק, לבריסק הרב, ב-1892 היה בוועד בבריסק, בבית מדרש משמר קלוז, ב-1896 היה בישיבת סלובודקה, חצי שנה חזר לבריסק, ב-1899 למד בקיבוץ בווילנה, אצל רב חיים מויזר גרוז'נסקי, ב-1905 היה ראש ישיבה בלידה, ב-1922 ביאלסטק, ישיבת בית מדרש גבוה, אשכנזי, אחר כך בישיבה יוסף אלחנן, ב6 שנים, הוא חיבר חידושי העילוי ממג'יק. And again, I'm sure his namesake, Shlomo Solomon Polachek, should be doing well, my Columbia classmate. Shlomo ben Moshe Ashkenazi Rappaport Mechuna Reb Shlomo Michelm, נולד ב-1717 ונפטר ב-1781, נולד בפולניה, וכהן כדיין ורב בחלם, ב-1771 בלבוב, ב-1771 עלה לארץ ישראל, ואחר כך לסלוניקה, הוא חיבר את מרכבת המשנה, חוג הארץ, 10 שולחנות, שערי מאיצה, פרחוס חשבון, שבהם המון לב שלמה. אוקיי, עכשיו לגיליון של שמעיהו, אברהם מתתיהו, בן אברהם נחום פרידמן משפשניש. הוא נולד בשפניש ב-1846, עוד בחיי הסבא רבי ישראל מזון, נפטר שם ביום כ"א תמוז, שזה היום, ב-1933. אחר לידתו ציווה סבו רבי ישראל רוז'ין לתת לו את השם אברהם, על שם אברהם המלך, שהוא מצאצאיו, ומתתיהו שיהיה בעל כוח כמו מתתיהו כהן גדול, כדי להמשיך ישועות ורפואות לעם ישראל. ב-1968 הוא עבר רנו לארץ, בבית הקברות נחל יצחק בגבעתיים. כאשר פתחו את הארון, נדהמו לראות את גופו שלהם. המונים מכל שכבות העם, גם החילונים, אדמו"רים, רבנים ראשיים, חברי כנסת ושרים, מבקרים את קברו, עורכים שם תפילות, בקשות, רואים נפלאות. גם בילדותו התלבט ביופיו החיצוני והקרין זיו, חכמה ותמימות. כבר אז התעמק בכל התנ"ך והש"ס. בשמחה גדולה חגגו את שמחת הבר מצווה שלו בבית אביו, אח אביו האדמו"ר משטיפניץ' ברומניה אמר המילים, בני מתתיהו הוא כעץ שאין עושה פירות. אז לא הבינו, רק הזמן הראה שהאב דיבר ברוח הקודש, כי בנו לא השאיר אחריו זרע של קיימא. רב אברהם מתתיהו הנחשב בעיני חסידיו כאחד מהל"ו וובניקים, למרות שלא השמיע תורה בציבור. אפילו יהודי חילוני לא עשה דבר מכריע בלי להתייעץ עם רב אברהם מתתיהו. זיווג ראשון היה בביתו של העשיר רב יצחק רייך מרישה, כעבור 11 שנה גרשו לאחר שלא ילדה לבנים ונישא את שרה ציפורה בת רב יוסף. היא הביאה איתה את 3 ילדיה וגידלם לאבא רבא. רב אברהם מתתיהו נתייתם מאביו בגיל 21 שנה. הוא היסס לקבל את ההנהגה בגיל תוך צעיר, אבל אביו לחצו עליו עד שהסכים. במשך 65 שנות הנהגה לא נשמע ממנו דבר תורה ברבים. ניתן לומר עליו מה שאמרו על אביו, אין אומר ואין דברים בלי נשמע קולם. ובכל זאת, בכל הארץ יוצא קום ופסי חבל מלאהם. תפילותיו נמשכו שעות ארוכות, גם בכל התחזק לקדש את הלבנה, התעכב כחצי שנה בברכה. בשמחת תורה היה רוקד למעשה תורה בשמחה עצומה, אף בעת זקנתו המפלגת כאיש צעיר. פניו צהבו כמלאך, והיה לפלא בעיני כל רעב. הגישו לו מגשי אוכל מכל טוב, אולם הוא רק טעם והכל קולק. התבודד מדי יום 3 שעות, ואיש לא ידע במה עסק, כי תמיד הקפיד להחזיר את הספרים למקומם לפני שפתח את חדרו. עניין מיוחד היה בנסיעתו כל שנה אל קבר אביו ויאסי. בכל עיר שהפמליה של רבי אברה הייתה קבלת פנים המונית, בסולציה, בפרום השיקה, באורלי, בטרגו שקורם, בפדוליה, ושם ליאסי. אפילו ראש העיר והמשטרה ליוו אותו, והרבי חילק להם מתנות. יהודים וגויים באו להתברך ממנו בקרוב במרחוק. ברגע שרב אברהם נפטר, השעון שהיה לו בירושה מזקנו רבי ישראל מרז'ין מיד הפסיק לפעול. בכי גדול היה בכל העיר, נשים התחלפו, כמה נוזפים סגרו חנייתם לאות אבל. אוקיי, עד כאן היורצייטים של היום. עכשיו אנחנו ממשיכים בקונטרס תפארת האדם ומסיימים פרק א' מקונטרס ומתחילים את פרק ב'. אוקיי, איש אשר מתחזק לא לעבור על מצוות השם יסברך ושם ביטחונו בהשם, בוודאי יוכל לקוות לו שיזמן לו זיווג הגון. So by the way, these are tips for people who are in that difficult time, who are looking for shidduchim. So he's saying, just be shomer mitzvos, do good things, and you'll find the right woman. Isha maskelet, a prudent, a right, pious woman. Yiras Elokim. K'si alo le'ezer, be an ezer negdo b'mechayav through his life. B'mamarim zacha ezratono, v'shiyizku l'dor yishorim. He'll have wonderful children, v'yismach them, and he'll enjoy them. So vivu shulchanam, they'll be around his table. Ma'ashein kein. However, mi she'ein some b'tzchano b'Hashem, but someone who does not put his faith in HaKadosh Baruch Hu, v'sami derech hamitzvos, and abandons the way of Torah. Halo lo yirtzeh Hashem le'etiv. Hashem is not going to want to give him a good wife. Asher tachas ava v'hein shekavel asha hasig al yidei kishut zikno yafach lo chalila nor ina, by making his beard, shortening it and doing all these things could land up with gall and wormwood. Sofa yidei chison parnasa, and God forbid he could even land up with not even making a living. V'shari tovus ha'mitzuyim ha'yidei shalotia birchas Hashem shora b'tocham lefamim yagia she'yizkoreh lemerchak and so teref beso. He will go to such an extreme to find parnasa, to do his own hishtadlus, but not depend on the Kadosh Baruch Hu. Wa'av l'simcha ma'aseh. What good is this? The emes calls them avur kisvei kodesh she'avur she'itchazek. If that person makes himself strong, the kayim is with Hashem, to perform God's commandments, Zochel Ador Yesharim will be merit to have righteous generations. See before as it says in Tehillim, Kufya Beis, Aleph and Beis, Ashrei Ish Yireis Hashem b'mitzvosov chafetz ma'od, Gibor ba'aretz yeh zaro, shelo yeh chalushim. They won't be weak. Dor Yishorim Yivurach, Mikam Zocha Sheyeh, Sameach, Behem Savi L'Shulchanach, V'liot Tzorech L'Gor L'Grachek Man. They won't have to go long distances. After all, this whole work, magnum opus of the Chavetz Chaim talks about Nidchei Yisrael, people who go to forsaken lands, and it says you don't have to go there. Because we hear in the Kov Ches of Adalid, Ashrei Kol Yirei Hashem Aholech B'Drachav. Happy is the one who fears Hashem and goes in His ways. Ishtacha Gefen Poria, your wife will be like a fruited vine. Yarchasei Beischa Benecha Kashtile Zeisim Savashul Necha, like children will be like olive saplings around your table. So will a person who fears God be blessed. And the person is blessed under those circumstances, but the person who doesn't have it, chas v'sholom, will have the opposite. What is the bottom line? Person has to know Shayadei Kiyun HaTorah, by performing the acts of the Torah. Lo Yisuv Lo chas v'sholom Shemrei Yosef. He will not experience any negatives. If perhaps he feels that he's experiencing some negativity, by performing the mitzvahs, Yeda should know he should know that's reserved for him greater good in the world to come. That good will not be held back for those who go in innocence. And this is the end of Perek Aleph. Of course, the conclusion is that a person who wants to find a good shidduch doesn't have to fool around and use a razor on his beard. He could have a nice beard, and 40 days before he's born, his zivug is already called out for him. The bashert will eventually come to him. Perek Beis, Bo Yavura Misrashlim Ibnei Chisoron Yediyah, those who are lax because they don't know the halachos. Yesh Nikshalim Ba'ovan V'Lo Lazeh, people don't know the important laws of how to shave Ibnei Chisoron Yediyah because of they lack the knowledge, the basic knowledge. Shenim Yondim et Chomer Isur, they don't know how severe the prohibition is. Sha'olo She'ilo Haya Yodea, because had they known, She'ulav Gomer in the Torah, that is a prohibition in the Torah, not only equivalent to eating pig, but even worse than that, Lo Mafkir Atzmo Lasazot. He would never let himself use a razor on his face, which is what this Kונטרס Teferet Adam is all about. And with that, we wish everyone Yom Tov, Chaim Tovim.